A visit to the Isle of Arran, Episode 1, Getting There. It's 4:45 in the morning. In my younger days, I'd have been saying good night. In my older days, I'm going to say good morning. I'm in Gwendolyn, and I'm off on my next adventure out and about. And I'm going to a part of Scotland that I really don't know. I've been past it, sailed past it many times in Norcella, but I'm going to the Island of Arran. And everything's ready. I've checked, everything's off my loading list, checked off. I've done my pre-flight check. That's all finished. I'll put that back up there ready for next time. And while I'm up there, I'll switch on the that's my hands free. All right, you can keep going. Right, so I've got my bread rolls ready down there as well. But now it's off on the adventure. I have a tank full of fuel and all ready to go. Everything's loaded. Water tank's full. Toilet tank's emptied. Let's see how far we get. Now the ferry that I've booked isn't until tomorrow afternoon. That was the earliest I could get. And it's a long way to Troon from here. So I'm going to stop part way, and I found a place on Park for night which looks good, and it's not far from Lockerbie, which will give me a very short journey tomorrow. This Park for night that I've found is 320 miles away by road, and it looks like it's going to take me between 5 and 6 hours to do it. So it's now 5 o'clock, so I should be there before midday, and if it's as good as they say, I can park up, stay there the night, have another long rest this afternoon. That will be good. We're just approaching Hilton Park services, and I've done 116 miles, so I'm going to stop here, have a break, eat the bread rolls that I've ready for myself, and I'll tell you a little funny story of a memory that I have of this place. Now, here I am, got my bread rolls. About this funny story, or memory. First of all, you have to cast your mind back to the days when the petrol pump attendants, even at motorway services. And I lived near Reading in Berkshire, but I was working in Manchester, and I used to commute backwards and forwards most weekends. And normally I would set off with a tank full of fuel, so I'd get in the car and the people around me would be speaking with a Berkshire accent, and I'd go non-stop to Manchester. When I got out the car, people around me would be speaking with a Lancashire accent or a Manchester accent. But on this one occasion, for some reason or another, I hadn't filled the tank, and I stopped here at Hilton Services to fill up, and a young lad came out with to fill me up. And again, it was in the days when you paid, there were no credit cards, debit cards, nothing like that. he paid with a cheque, hand wrote it. So while he was filling up, I said, "Who do I make the cheque payable to?" He said, "Regular service." Pardon? Regular service? No, sorry, I don't know what you're saying. Regular service. Oh, okay. So I went to the kiosk. I said, "Who do I make the cheque payable to?" And the girl said, "Rank Leisure Services." I hadn't heard that accent for years and years. I didn't know what they were talking about. Anyway, I'm here now, and I don't need fuel today. And anyway, there are no attendants today anyway. Well, we're still headed north on the M6 and passing a place called Shap, and that hill there is hollow because it is, or at least was, a limestone quarry. I don't think it's operational anymore, and across the other side of the motorway is the factory where they burnt and created the lime. With all the traffic behaving themselves, everybody, as the brakes came on earlier on, because the road signs had the most powerful word in the English language to get speed control: average. As soon as it says average, everybody obeys. What a powerful word. Finally, after 320 miles, we're nearly at the place that I found on Park tonight. So we'll see what it's like, and if it's no good, we're going on somewhere else that's been recommended. But it's just down here apparently. Right in there. There's another van there as well. Let's have a look. Oh, there I am, and that's what's behind me. There's a sailing club over there, and a nice big loch to go to sail on. Not much wind today though. Well, it's a good place to stop for the night, and as I was driving up here, something crossed my mind. And if there are any youngsters watching this, and by youngsters I mean anybody under the age of 65, let me say this. If there's something that you want to do, somewhere you want to go, don't just think about it, do it. I've driven 320 miles today. I've had to stop twice. I've had to load myself up with really strong espresso. Had a lot of it, and I'm going to have another one now, because when you're young you can get things done, you can do things. When you get older, up to my sort of age, your mind says I want to do this, your brain says I want to do that, and your body says you've got to be joking, because it's not easy. When I was just 37, I drove solo from Kuwait across the top of Saudi into Jordan, through Syria, Turkey, Bulgaria, Austria, Germany, Belgium, France, and I did it all 4,000 miles in 6 days. And the first day, driving across north of Saudi and into Jordan, I did 900 miles, and the only times I stopped was once to have a bite to eat for lunch and once to have a bite to eat in the evening time as the sun set, plus filling up with fuel at every fuel station because they were 150 miles apart. Don't just think about these things, go and do it. Go and do it while you can. And I'm going to make myself this cup of another great big. And here it comes. Ah, not only am I going to enjoy it, but I need it. And that's it. Ready. Good morning. It's 7:15. I went to bed at 7:30 last night, and I woke up and made my first cup of tea at 5 o'clock this morning, and put the laptop on the news, only to hear that the USA has bombed Iran. Not good news. But 7:15, and look at this. There's some hardy people out there on paddle boards. And one was doing a headstand on the paddle board. Oh, lovely. I left Loch Naven, and I'm on my way to Troon. But before that, I'm going to stop at a place called Sanquhar. Well, this is Sanquhar, home of the oldest post office in Britain, or claims to be, and we'll find somewhere to park here, and I shall make myself a cup of coffee. Not quite sure where the post office is. This is obviously the main street. Oh, there's the post office. Oh, stop here. Well, we're definitely at the right place. Let's see if we're lucky. There's a little sign there. Sunday closed all day, so we won't be going in. But when Mandy came through last week, it was open, and here's some photos that she took. It's a shame it wasn't open, but never mind. You get an idea. And it first opened in 1712, over 300 years ago. We're on our way now, and I've been advised to fill up with fuel before I go to Arran because it's very expensive on the island. And I found a Morrison's at Troon. Oh, look at this little pony. Lovely. Yeah, I found a Morrison's at Troon. So I'm going to call in there, get one or two things that I need, plus fill up with fuel. Over there, that's Prestwick Airport, the one and only place that Elvis Presley ever put his foot on British soil. And now, 12 minutes before we get to Morrison's and fill up. And then off to the ferry terminal at Troon. Well, this is Troon. We've just entered the sign, past the sign. I can't say I know the place really. been through it a few times, but I don't know it. There's some nice looking properties along here. But they cost a penny or two. A real bit of excitement now. We've arrived at Morrison's. A little bit of shopping to do and then fill up with fuel. I've got the shopping done, but now I've got a problem. A while ago I had a new battery fitted, and when the bloke fitted it, he said, "Oh," he said, "the terminal's a different size." So he put a packer in, and for a long time, or quite a while, it's been okay, but look what happens now. Turn the ignition, all the lights come on, go to start. Oh, it started! It started! Oh, I was surprised and pleased and relieved, because it's raining and I thought I was going to have to go out and bash the blinking terminal thing down again. Oh, this is the ferry terminal. I'm very, very early. I don't know whether they'll let me stay here or whether I should go somewhere else for a while. I'm in the queue now though, that's the trouble. Just approaching the check-in box kiosk. I just hope I'm not causing a nuisance by coming so early, but we'll soon find out. Well, I'm on standby for the next trip, but I don't hold out very much hope. They said if we can't get you on this one, you'll have to come back later. Fair enough. I'm just going down the road now onto the ramp. And I'm the last vehicle on. I'd no sooner driven on than they lifted the ramp. One of the crew members very kindly unlocked the door for the lift for me to go up, and I was able to go up just in time to watch them casting off. And here we go, out from Troon, across the Firth of Clyde towards Arran. Just over an hour, so I'm going to go down and see if I can get something to eat. But I'm torn between that and looking out for minkies. I did get a snack and I was able to watch a little bit of the crossing of the Firth of Clyde on a wet and windy day. And interestingly, this ship is powered by liquid natural gas. We're nearly there and the crew are getting ready for berthing. And then a short drive, go and see if we can find Mandy and her little camper van Rosalie. And by the time I started to drive off, the weather had turned and it was a little bit sunny, or sunnier, a bit of blue sky around, but only a bit, not a lot. And there she is, and little Rosalie, and a parking space right next to her. That's great. Well, that's the end of episode 1, getting there, and the next episode we'll start having a look around the island. Somewhere, as I say, I've never been before, except on one occasion of one evening and a drink in a pub, which I'll tell you about later. Well, I hope you enjoyed coming along on my journey, And thanks very much indeed for watching. And as always, BFN, bye for now.